Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you are listening to my voice. With me today, during this COVID-19 time, everybody know what's going on. It's not a secret. I have with me Mike Jones, fitness and nutrition coach, and the co-creator of Rhythm Rumble Warrior, and that is me. And the creator is Cheryl Jones, my girl too. She is not with us today, but we're going to talk a little bit about that Rhythm Rumble because we're going to rumble this weekend, and I'm ready. I stay ready for the Warrior. But anyway, Mike Jones, what's going on the West Coast?
Oh, all is well on the West Coast. You know, we're dealing with the circumstance in a positive and productive manner. And as I spoke to you before about positivity, keeps your body healthy, it keeps your immune system strong. So stay positive no matter what.
Right, I like that. So all that negative energy and that fear and that panic, yes, we can. That's one tip right there. We can kind of throw that in the garbage.
Right.
Don't keep our mind on it.
Get rid of that fear.
All right. So Mike, here's one of my. I know we only have a short period of time, so let me just maximize it. Mike, it's hard for us, especially as women, because we every day, every week, every month, we're always trying to lose 5 pounds, 10 pounds, 20 pounds. And when we were what we called normal prior to this situation, it was hard for us to lose weight then. Now they have us on house arrest. And what can you tell us so that when we come out of this and go halfway back to our normal, that we're not? Can you tell us something?
Well, yeah. Of course, there's a big problem now because everybody's in the house. You're not active. You're less active than you were. Even if you weren't exercising, you were at least moving around throughout your day. So there's a real, what they're calling COVID weight gain. People have already gained weight. Typically, when you sit around the house, you tend to eat out of boredom more so out of necessity or hunger. So saying that, a couple of things you want to focus on. You want to focus on continuing to find productive things to do. When I say productive, I'm talking about things that require movement. You know, try not to binge watch TV. You know, and even if you are watching TV, try to make sure that as you're watching TV, do something as you're watching. You know, do some sit-ups, do some squats, do productive things, get you some hand weights and work with those even while you're watching TV. But as I said, try not to sit in front of the TV all day because you're gonna eat more than likely as you're doing it. So do things around the house. If you choosing not to go out at all, then do things that require movement, whether it's cleaning the house, reorganizing, and doing those things which not only add productivity, create movement and exercise in the activity. Also, be intentional. Start doing exercise. If you're not doing a regular exercise program, well, start doing a regular exercise program. You can start with the basics. Doesn't have to be anything complicated. Remember, any movement requires energy and calories. So just make sure you try to move as much as possible. Second thing is just be more conscious of not eating, unconscious eating. So don't eat when you're either bored or just you have nothing else to do and just kind of packing on any and everything because you see it. Just focus on, ask yourself the question, am I really hungry? You know, make sure you drink a lot of water because that can stave off hunger as well. But ask yourself before you grab something, am I really hungry? And then try to start focusing on eating more nutritious things. You know, whether it's meals or snacks, try to make sure your meals are healthy and as low calorie as possible. I'm not saying you got a diet, but try not to eat the extra fatty meals with the sauces and the junk foods and all of those things, you know, so you got to really make each calorie count now in a productive way. So just try those two things.
No, you said a lot of things. I'm not sure where you get those two things from. I couldn't even keep up with it. So you said a whole lot. You said some good, valid points, though, you know, and you're wanting people to go and clean their house, and if they don't have a habit of cleaning their house, so you're telling us to now clean up our house. You're telling us to sit down when we're watching a super movie of our choice, and we got our eyes like this, and you want us to move. So you're telling us something And you're telling us to be mindful of not eating when we get bored, that not to eat. Okay, so that was
just focus on whether you're hungry or not. And let me say, by the way, I'm not calling anyone's house dirty or anything like that. I'm just saying use that time productively. And if you need to do that date, or if you need to reorganize, this is a perfect time.
Gotcha. So really, you are saying some great things, because what you're saying is that these are some little small things that we can start doing. And if we're intentional about it, I heard you say it, COVID weight gain. Wow, that's something though. So I want to go back to what you were talking about on some of the simple things that we can do. It's like, if you're watching television, for one, don't sit on there like a couch potato all day long. Really and truly, that's not good for you. And then most times we're sitting watching a lot of negativity things though. And you just said that.
Yes.
Go ahead. You want to say something?
And let me say, KJ, let me just break in for a second. When we talk about watching TV, try not to overload yourself on news media stories, because it's all negative. And that negativity is feeding a fear factor that's going to naturally create stress. Inside, stress lowers your immune system. It damages your system because it releases hormones that react to stress, and those hormones break down tissue. They break down your veins and your artery tissue. They break down your connective tissues. They break down your muscle tissues. It breaks down all of that in a reaction to that stress. So try not to stress and or news all day. I'm not saying don't watch it at all, but try not to overload yourself on it, and take it in stride. Let me say that. Don't let it cause fear. Take it in stride. Just let it be informative. Okay, this is what's going on. I have to be conscious and cautious of that. Fine. But don't say, oh my goodness, it's going to get me. It's everywhere. Try not to think like that.
Right, good. And so those were some great tips though. And even if we start, because we're in the house, and we just take those things and we run with them. So let's just back up with those things. Number one, if you're watching TV, yes, if you're watching TV, it is okay to move your body. And if you're somebody like me, a real estate agent, most times we're going to sit at the computer all day long doing work. Get up, set you an alarm clock, get up every 30 minutes and just walk around the house and do something like that. What did you say, Mike? Mike, you were saying?
I said very good point.
Yeah, so
I said very good point.
Gotcha. Get up and walk around. And when you're doing this here, we have to be intentional. Put this as part of your goal. I'm serious, because I'll make sure every 30 minutes that I get up and I move my body, I make sure that I get up and exercise. Since I can't go outside and exercise though, it does take discipline. It does take a lot of discipline to do this. So if you're not as disciplined as the next person, then maybe you can start somewhere. And even if you go to the grocery store, Mike, you may not want to buy the potato chips, because if you leave the potato chips at the store, then you won't have to worry about eating those potato chips. Am I correct on that, Mike? I know I am, though.
Right. You're absolutely correct. And to your point, I just thought of something as you were talking about the example of the real estate agent. You can be very creative with this. What if every 30 minutes you had a different exercise you were going to do when that alarm went off? What if you did 20 squats after this 30 minutes? What if you did 20 curls after this 30 minutes? You did 20 jumping jacks after the next 30 minutes. By the end of the day, by the end of your work day, you have a workout done.
Whoa, you just started something. All right, okay, since we only have a few minutes, and normally I talk to real estate agents. If anybody else is out there listening, you better get this and run with it, especially if you're not used to working out. So we are literally giving you a plan, and Mike Jones is not charging you a dime for this plan. So now here's the game plan.
Free game.
Free, right? So here's the game plan. This is what we're going to take and run with it, Mike. So you start your day off, whatever time it is, 9 o'clock, 30 minutes, you are getting up. Yes, you're going to stand up and you're going to do some exercise. You're going to do maybe, how do you say, 15?
Yeah, pick 8. 8 exercises per se.
Wow.
20 squats, 20, get you some light dumbbells, 20 arm curls, 20 sit-ups, 20 jumping jacks, 20 shoulder presses, 20 lunges, 20 20 leg lifts, and let's pick a couple of more exercises if you want to. But each one, you create a list of 8 exercises. These are the 8 exercises I'm going to do. Every 30 minutes, I'm going to do one.
I got it, Mike. That's my plan. So I hope that's your plan too. We have a lot more information that we could share with you all. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to let Mike give out his information. And I'm also, Mike, I want you to tell everybody about what we're doing for the workout. Because Mike and Cheryl, they are offering a workout every Saturday on the east, on out. What coast we on? South Coast? What coast we on, Mike?
On East Coast and West Coast.
East Coast, West Coast, all over. So
nationally.
Oh, we
so that's our gift to everyone.
Wow.
We're offering a free workout weekly on Saturday morning at 8:30 a.m. Pacific time, which is on the West Coast, and 11:30 a.m. Eastern time, which is on the East Coast. So we offer that free workout. We've been doing body sculpting, weightlifting type exercises, which is a high repetition, calorie burning type workout. And this weekend, we're going to do our Rhythm Rumble workout, which is a workout unlike anyone before, unless you're a part of our Rhythm Rumble challenge. But we're going to be doing that, which you are a warrior. We're going to be doing that this weekend. So it's going to be a special weekend. On Saturday, make sure you join in, request membership to our group. It's called Fitness and Fat Loss Secrets Revealed. And if you request membership, we'll accept you in. You can join in. As KJ said, this workout is free of charge. You have no reason not to join us. This is for you. It's free. It's for you. So come on in.
And you would really, really love it. And it's different, and you'll have fun. And I tell you, Mike and Cheryl, they are my fitness and nutrition coach, and I'm on a 30-day warrior challenge, and I've only been on it maybe about 8 days or so, and I can tell the difference. I'm not gonna share my difference with Mike them now. I'm gonna let them we're gonna go to the end, and then I'll share my testimony. I wanna see if I'm a real warrior, if I can make it through those 30 days, because I've committed to exercise for 30 days non-stop. All right, so Mike Jones, I truly want to thank you for joining with me just to share information. And like I said, I'm a real estate agent, so we need to hear everything that we can, because we're at a high pace, we're at a high movement job. And in the midst of us moving as fast, then we need to put some exercise into the game. You know how they say put skin in the game? Let's put some exercise in the game. Thank you, Mike.
Very good point. Well said. I like that.
All right, so
thank you for having me.
My pleasure. I always get great nuggets when I listen to you or Cheryl. I got the exercise plan today on my work day, and I'm going to pass it on to everybody I talk to. So take care, Mike.
All right.